We have the story time now. Let us see the story of Shakespeare's Othello. Shakespeare's Othello is regarded as a tragedy of jealousy. Othello is a Moor and a gallant general in the Venetian state. He wins Desdemona's love by the tales of his adventures and wins her father Brabantio by his integrity. Iago, one of the officers in the army, is jealous of Cassio, Othello's lieutenant, and he contrives to get Cassio dismissed by getting him involved in a drunken quarrel. He makes Cassio plead with Desdemona to intercede for him and suggests to Othello his wife's infidelity by making him believe the story of the handkerchief. Iago makes use of every opportunity to get Othello's suspicion confirmed. Othello believes that his trust has been betrayed by Desdemona, whom he loved passionately. He smothers Desdemona in her bed. When Othello learns the truth from Emilia, Iago's wife, he kills himself from remorse. We'll come to the story part of it. Brabantio was a rich senator of Venice. Desdemona was his only daughter. She was very beautiful, and many young men of best families liked to marry her. She refused them all. She loved Othello, a noble Moor from North Africa. Othello was a brave soldier, and he became a general. He had proved bravery in many bloody battles against the Turks. All praised him, and the Senate trusted and honored him. Brabantio often invited Othello to his house. Othello spoke about his adventures. Brabantio and his daughter listened to him in wonder and admired him. Othello told them very strange stories about his adventures and the battles he had fought. He spoke in high degree about deserts, caves, and mountains. He also told them of the people who ate human flesh. He spoke to them of a strange race of people whose heads were under the shoulders. Desdemona was fascinated by his stories. The story of his life especially attracted her. She found the story of his life strange, wonderful, and pitiful. On hearing his stories, she had to weep many a time, yet she was never tired of listening to them. She pitied Othello for the misfortunes and great hardships he had faced in his life. Desdemona's pity soon turned into love. She confessed to Othello frankly that she loved him very much. Othello was already attracted by the beauty, gentleness, and simplicity of Desdemona. One day, he requested her to marry him. She readily agreed. She had to marry Othello secretly, for she knew very well that her father would never consent to her marrying a Moor, a dark-skinned African. Her father would not care about Othello's nobility, birth, and character, as he was a foreigner. Brabantio had left Desdemona free to select her husband. He thought that she would choose a noble Venetian as her husband, just as other high-born ladies of Venice did. Eventually, Brabantio heard of Desdemona's secret marriage with Othello. He became very angry. In front of the Duke in the Senate, he charged Othello of taking away his daughter from him through magic. It was a serious charge. The Venetian laws prescribed death sentence for such a crime. Othello's services were in urgent need of the Senate. A messenger had just then brought the news The Turkish fleet was on its way to attack Cyprus, which at the time belonged to Venice. The Senate needed Othello to command the army against the Turks. The safety of Cyprus was in the hands of Othello. Brabantio's accusation was listened with attention by the Senate, for the senators respected his age and his character. They felt the charge he had brought against Othello. It was stupid and without foundation. They summoned Othello to appear before them and listen to his defense. Othello said to them, "I'll tell you plainly how I won my lady's love. Her father liked me and invited me often to his house. He asked me to tell him of my adventures. I told him the story of my life little by little. I also told him how I had been taken prisoner by the enemy and sold as a slave. I narrated to them my exciting escape. One evening, when Desdemona and I were by ourselves, she requested me to tell her my life story from the start. On hearing the story, she cried over my misfortune. She loved me for the daring adventures, and I loved her because she pitied me. That's the only magic I need to win my lady. I think that such tales would move my daughter too," remarked the Duke. Desdemona was then summoned before the Senate. "Answer me," cried Brabantio. "Am I not your father? Am I not the man you should obey?" "Noble father," Desdemona answered him, "I owe you my life, my upbringing and my love. That's my duty. But I have a higher duty towards my husband. I owe him the same duty as my mother owed you." Brabantio saw that his case was lost. The Duke suggested that Desdemona could be with her father. Othello was not ready to take Desdemona with him, nor did Brabantio like to take her with him. He asked Othello to take Desdemona with him, since he was giving his daughter to Othello, who had already won her heart. Brabantio, in his bitter moment, said, "I am glad that I have no other daughter. If I had, Desdemona's example would make me cruel to her." He added, "But beware, she has cheated her father, and she could as easily cheat you." Brabantio then turned to the Duke. "I beg you now, my lord, to go on with our business. The Turks are on their way to attack Cyprus. You know the island world. We wish you to go there and take command. I am afraid that you will have to leave your wife behind you," the Duke said to Othello. "Oh, my lord, let me go with him," pleaded Desdemona. Othello said, "Let her come. Do not think that I shall neglect my duties when she is with me. On the other hand, she will help me. I need her company more than anything else. I am ready to leave at once, my lord. My officer Iago is a most honorable man, and I trust him entirely. He will bring me your message. Let my wife set sail after me in the care of Iago and his good wife Emilia." The Duke agreed. Othello set sail at once. Desdemona began her preparations to follow him in the company of trusty Iago and his wife Emilia.